Hey YouTube, good morning. It's Chuck. I thought I was going to make a video about this subject, and I absolutely think it's something that's going to be beneficial. This video is about choosing your replacement bellows on your smoker. For many of us, if you've been using for a smoker probably more than 5 years, you've probably had to replace the bellows on yours. Some of them last 10 years. This is my second one on here for this large smoker. I've got a smaller smoker that still has its original bellows. And I went for what I thought was gonna be an upgrade with this plastic rubber one, because the previous one kind of cracked up here on the top side, and it essentially leaked and lost its ability of pumping. But I don't do testimonials, and I'm not being sponsored, but what I do want you to do is learn from lessons I've learned about. And this is about replacing your bellows in your smoker. I would not recommend this one specifically for its design. A smoker has a couple different ways that it sets on the ground. And if you have this little heat shield, I recommend you getting one with a heat shield if you haven't gotten one before, or perhaps you're a beginner, because this little can gets really, really hot. But on the bottom, there are two wires. These two wires form the base, so the actual can is actually not sitting on your hive, so you won't burn your hive or anything else that you set it on. So these two wires are like two little feet. And with this replacement bellows, I want you to look at this. The design of this has got a triangle here. It's not flat. When you set two wires and a pivot point down there, guess what you get? It wobbles. And I can't tell you the number of times I quickly set something down and this smoker falls over and then tumbles onto the ground. And I really thought about why it's doing this. And when I looked at the design, this wobble is because of 1, 2, 3 points, and it's pivoting on this low point. Why did they change the design from the original? And this is from Dedant, and I love their equipment. And this is a Dedant smoker. And why did they change it? So I'm actually going to be taking off this smoker, putting on a new replacement, and even though this one's not done, purely out of the frustration of this little pivot point here. I do not like this design because it keeps falling off. So I'm just going to show you real quick how it works. These come with 4 nuts. These went on with 4 screws, but the bracket that is here is designed for these bellows to be replacement. So I have 2 extras here, 1 and a spare, and I'm gonna go ahead and take this one off. I'll go ahead and go through taking it off and putting the new one back on, and I'll probably speed this up. Stick with me. Okay. Sorry you had to watch through that. I just wanted you to see what the bracket looked like on the back and how this design is designed for multiple different styles, but pretty much no matter any way you did it, if it's setting on these rings, it's sitting on that smaller pivot point. But these Dedant replacements don't need those screws that you saw me fighting with, which is honestly a poor design. If you saw me fiddling with those screws, it's a little hard to get at. This uses a nut and a star washer, which will be a lot easier to get at with just a little tiny wrench. Let me show you how this goes on. Okay, so these 4 bolts that are coming out simply go into this bracket like it was made for it, and it fits, and then just reattaching. All right, welcome back. Sorry, that took a little long. Hopefully I fast forwarded that for you. But now that I've got this smoker on here designed, can you very clearly see how it's gonna sit on 2 and 4? And look, it is square on that side, which is exactly what I want. This design just doesn't meet my requirements. So in summary, if you're buying replacement bellows, and we all will, because these smokers last almost a lifetime if you take care of them and keep them clean from soot. Got another video on cleaning these out if you're interested in going and searching and finding that. The replacement bellows is definitely designed for this one. These are supposed to be more reliable. These are supposed to be stronger. I don't like the design. Maybe whoever designed this could take some feedback and say, make a square bottom. That's how these things are designed to stand without falling over. This was a weeble wobble to me. Those of you that know what a weeble wobble is, maybe put a comment below. That shows how old you are. In any case, buy this, not this, if you're replacing your bellows, from my experience. Or do what you're gonna want and see if you agree with me. Any of you that have this bellows and disagree with me, put a comment in the comment below and tell me if you like this even more. The reason I don't like it is because it's not balanced on my top boards. Hope that helps. Have a great day, everybody.